Want to bring in Harris supporter and L.A. Congresswoman Sydney Kamlager-Dove. Congresswoman, good to see you.
Good to see you.
Why do you think some black men are having second thoughts about supporting Harris?
Well, I don't know if they're having second thoughts about supporting Kamala Harris, but I do know that black men have felt historically left out and marginalized out of political conversations. And so this is a moment where they want their presence to be seen and heard. And it is evident that Vice President Kamala Harris is listening to them. She's just released an economic opportunity agenda for all that really talks about home ownership. It talks about simplifying IRS filings. It talks about increased subsidies for, for entrepreneurs and tax deductions for new businesses. It talks about investing into health care for diabetes, prostate cancer, sickle cell disease, many things that black men care about. And I think she is showing that she is listening to black men across this country.
One person that knows a thing or two about winning over black male voters is former President Barack Obama. He said that he thinks some sexism is at play when it comes to Kamala Harris. Do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Barack Obama is not wrong. I will also say that this country has a history of misogyny. We had the opportunity to elect the first woman president in 2016, and people couldn't wrap their heads around it. We've learned the lesson, hopefully, from that in 4 years of Donald Trump. And look at what just happened in Mexico, where they elected a woman to lead that country. So I think we are in a different space, but we're still dealing with issues like, women don't get equal pay. We're fighting to champion, prioritizing child care. Miss Ledbetter died just the other day, and she was someone who really fought for women's rights and equality, and that was for a very long time. So we still have a lot of work ahead.
Of course, we had an opportunity to elect a female president back in 2008, but Barack Obama had a thing or two to do about that. And of course, he won instead, with the country choosing the black man over the woman at that point. Kamala Harris, historically, has avoided risks often throughout her career. And it certainly has done that in terms of interviews. But now she seems to be mixing it up more. She's about to head on to Fox News Channel, sitting down with Charlemagne the God, potentially sitting down with Joe Rogan. These are big swings, big audiences, but big risks. Is she doing this now because she's behind? Do you think that she's essentially losing right now?
I think she's doing this because she's meeting voters where they are. And voters, audience goers have moved away from traditional networks and are on podcasts. They are on, streaming. And so good for her for being flexible enough to go where the voters are.
What do you think the state of the race is right now?
This race is going to be won by inches. And so we have to do all that we can to continue to talk about Kamala Harris and her agenda, what's been accomplished under the Biden-Harris administration, Project 2025, and all bad things that are Donald Trump. But look at what's going on in Georgia. Because she has really rallied for that state, 300,000 early votes have just happened, and we know a number of them are going to be black men. So I am hopeful, excited, and will be working hard every day to make sure that she wins.
Yeah, and Congresswoman Kamlager-Dove has been traveling the country, helping to get people out to vote, also doing a Zoom fundraiser just tonight, getting the word out among entertainers and other folks, trying to support her long-term mentor for years, Kamala Harris. Congresswoman, great to see you.
You too. Thank you.